All right, Gabriel, season 3 is here. The Night Agents is back, and I feel like it's more action-packed than ever. The stunts in this season are so insane. I mean, I know there's an underwater scene, there's a shootout in the snow. What is it like for you to get to live out all these crazy action scenes?
It's fun. I mean, there's obviously like the majority of the risk is mitigated by like planning and obviously having safety people there and stuff. And Josh, the fight choreographer, and Chris, the stunt coordinator and stuff, are great. The underwater scene though was really intense. That was like 9 hours ish, just getting as much of that footage as we could because we were under a time crunch. But the one I'm most proud of is something so simple, and it's my the little Zodiac pull-up in the Dominican Republic. I'd never driven a Zodiac before. And, turning the boat off and drifting it into that position, but the current under the pier was pushing me out at an angle. So I had to kill the engine at a point where the current wouldn't I would make it to the pier, make it where I'm supposed to. And then I'd get up at some point, I start tying this knot. But it was just a tough, technical thing that started with me about 200 yards away. So the reset was a nightmare, and I was like, what if I don't, it was cool.
So you're doing a lot of your own stunts.
Yeah, I tried to. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, Josiah stepped in for a few, the stunt double. He's great, and he's it's really cool to see because they mostly do safety, what's it called? They proof it with Josiah and make sure it's somewhat safe or whatever, and I'll watch him, and he's a stud, so it's cool to watch him do everything.
How do you personally prepare for those long scenes? You said multiple hours underwater, for example. How do you even mentally prepare?
You don't, I guess you do, but the eat an elephant thing, just bite at a time. Honestly, it's the setup by setup, stay hydrated, stay focused. Austin, who was in that scene with me, it was cool to have someone with me, and we could just throw barbs at each other back and forth and riff a little bit, cut the tension of frustration because his jacket ended up changing color in the water. We were in there for 8 or 9 hours. So it was doing that level of drowning and fighting and stuff just for 8 or 9 hours straight. It was pretty brutal.
So one scene at a time, just keeping it fun.
Yeah, just keep it fun. Don't think about it.
How are you describing Peter's journey this season? Because he goes through quite a journey, to say the least.
Yeah, I think he's just, Peter to me is he needs an enemy, he needs an adversary, but the whole environment around him is subjective and fog. So it's how do you fight fog when nothing is true, nothing is real? He's the kind of person that needs to fight something, and so I don't know. It's interesting to me to be that, to play that. It's fun.
Yeah.
You stopped a terrorist attack at the UN. You saved countless lives.
Yeah, but to do that, I had to let him go. Okay, and now every time there's a political assassination, there's an intelligence leak, terrorists shoot a plane out of the sky, I gotta wonder if I'm responsible.
Do you get just as stressed out reading the scripts as we do watching it? Because I don't know how much more I can watch Peter nearly die.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't get stressed, but it is, I know when it has momentum on the page, then I know it'll have more momentum, on set and when we're filming it and everything. So it excites me more than stresses me.
Well, this show is insanely popular. I mean, what's it been like for you to get the fan reception that you've had?
It's been great. Yeah, everybody, it's, well, I guess if they didn't enjoy it, they wouldn't walk up to me and say you're from that show I hate. But yeah, everybody I talk to seems to love it, and it's all over the world, so that's really cool that there's something in there that's, I guess, 93 countries or something can relate to. It's cool, yeah.
What's been your most memorable fan encounter so far?
I was about to do a stunt, and one of the crew members was just like, dude, I love this show. I just remember being like, dude, what? Yeah, it was in Istanbul, but he was helping make it. So it was a cool, that's, I think, when people like the show and then they help make the show, that's a cool, feeling.
Oh,
yeah.
That's awesome.
I also was talking to this old waiter, Albert, from Montenegro recently, and he was a fan of the show. and he was like a 70-something-year-old man, and he was like barely spoke English, but he was like, I love the show. And I was like, dude, that's pretty awesome.
I mean, the reach is incredible. All ages, all over the world. When did it first hit you how big of a hit this show really is?
I don't know. I think it was just like people started texting me, you know, and that was sort of the general awareness I could tell was, increasing when my agents and stuff sent me the numbers that the show was doing.
Like, oh,
Yeah, Taylor, she said it was huge.
She probably knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how often you get the Matt Damon comparisons of him being your celebrity doppelganger.
No, not often.
Never,
No.
really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I feel like the show's been getting the Jason Bourne to Peter Sutherland.
I hear
comparison.
Jason Bourne,
Yeah.
but I think that's more like, or I thought it was a political, you know, government thriller adjacent, and not necessarily We Looked Alike. But I see it. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we bring it up because Matt Damon is also on Netflix now.
Sick.
So the idea of a collaboration between the two of you.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's awesome. You know, him and Ben, and I don't know. There's just a lot of like, I'm realizing that I'm getting to a point in this, but you know, I'm 31. But like, I'm sort of right in the middle of the older generations that are like, were my age when I was a kid, or like crushing it in Legends now. And I'm like, man, it'd be cool to work with some of them. So maybe, I don't know.
We'll manifest it.
Yeah.
Peter, you're the only person I can trust.
The brakes are cut. Tell me, Peter, does this frighten you? I'm responsible for all of it.
And to kind of play someone who is, he's a strong moral compass, I would say.
Yeah.
So how would you say that kind of helps him and hurts him, especially in context of this season?
Yeah, I think a moral compass is like, you need information to have principles, and you need an awareness, an objective awareness on how to apply those things in the position you're in. And when you're in an environment that's completely subjective, you don't have all the information. Like, how do you hold to those principles when you're wrong? Like, or when you're, you know, someone calls you and says like, you don't have all the information, you're doing the wrong thing. And ultimately it's that, you know, the right thing can't be done in a wrong way. And I think Peter's constantly falling victim to that ends justify the means. Like, I have to end up in the right place, but I'm willing to do whatever in the middle. And then authorities are corrupt, and I just don't think he knows how to make good decisions, so he's sort of making the best of a worse, you know, position, I guess.
Lastly, season 4, what do you want to see happen?
I have no idea. I want to die. I want to be shot. Yeah, Peter needs to be held accountable.